In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 NFL matchups for October 19th, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our plays the second they drop, because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full Winning Sport Picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. We open with Eagles versus Vikings, where Philadelphia enters as a short 1-point road favorite with the total sitting at 43.5. Both teams are hovering around league average in efficiency, but this line says everything about market perception. Philadelphia's slight edge in cover probability, 52% to Minnesota's 51, is the kind of razor-thin margin that separates public from sharp. The Eagles' physical style up front still dictates tempo, and in low total games under 45, road favorites with top 5 rush success rate have covered 61% historically. Minnesota has struggled against gap control fronts, and their red zone efficiency drops almost 10% versus pressure defenses. Expect Philadelphia to grind out possessions, force the Vikings into third and long scenarios, and lean on field position rather than big plays. The total leans under, given both teams' pace metrics rank bottom 10. Eagles -1 under 43.5. Disciplined, grinded out football that fits Philly's identity. Next up, Panthers versus Jets, and the books are daring you to take the home dog. Carolina is a 1-point favorite, total at 41.5. The Panthers own the sharper value edge at plus 4.7% expected value with 57% cover probability, while the Jets offense continues to stall at under 5 yards per play. Carolina's defense is what flips the edge. They've held opponents under 3 red zone trips per game, and that composure translates directly to short field control. The Jets' defensive metrics remain strong, but when they're forced to defend short fields repeatedly, they collapse in the fourth quarter. This line screams discipline. Carolina is undervalued. The total is anchored too low, and the Jets' inefficiency caps scoring. The over probability barely touches 41%, confirming a tempo war. Panthers -1 under 41.5. Value on structure, not sentiment. Then it's Colts versus Chargers, with Los Angeles favored by 1.5, total at 48.5. This one's a lesson in psychological traps. The Chargers' talent draws public money, but Indianapolis quietly holds a 1.1% expected value advantage and 54% cover probability. The Colts' balanced attack and willingness to shorten possessions have made them profitable road dogs in totals above 47, cashing 62% in that range since 2020. LA ranks bottom 5 in fourth quarter scoring margin, and that's the stat to circle. When fatigue hits, they lose discipline. The total might look high, but with both teams averaging over 65 plays per game, it's justified. Still, both red zone defenses rank top 12, suggesting drive-killing stalls late. Colts +1.5, under 48.5. Efficiency meets patience, and the underdog holds the closing line edge. Moving on to Giants versus Broncos, and this one's about market mispricing disguised as stability. Denver lays 7 at home, total at 40 flat. The Giants have a slight expected value edge of +1% and 52% cover probability compared to Denver's 48. The Broncos hold the public trust, but they've been awful as touchdown favorites, just 3-10 against the number in that range since 2022. New York's offensive line has quietly improved in pressure rate allowed, giving them a chance to control tempo. Meanwhile, Denver's home field advantage hasn't carried to covers. They're 40% ATS at home when the total closes at 40 or less. With the altitude and pace, unders thrive, and sharp bettors already lean toward the low-scoring narrative. The Broncos may win outright, but the number's inflated. Giants +7, under 40. Smart contrarian play in a defensive slugfest. And finally, Commanders versus Cowboys, a divisional showdown with the emotional angles baked in. Washington's favored by 1, total at 54.5. Dallas's defense has cracked in high-paced games, and Washington comes in with momentum, owning a 10% positive expected value edge and 66% cover probability, one of the largest on this slate. The Commanders' offensive scheme thrives when they control possession through short passing, while Dallas's inconsistency against mobile quarterbacks has been exploited repeatedly. Historically, divisional favorites of under 3 points with a total above 50 have covered 64% since 2018. The total looks high, but Washington's tempo control and Dallas's red zone inefficiency tilt the game toward a slower finish. Commanders -1, under 54.5. Sharp play on a disciplined favorite. Now listen to me, those are the free picks. But the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie soul, that's the VIP play of the day at WSPicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to WSPicks.com right now. To recap, this Sunday slate is all about small numbers and sharp reads. We're rolling with Eagles -1 and under 43.5, Panthers -1 and under 41.5, Colts +1.5 and under 48.5, Giants +7 and under 40, and Commanders -1 and under 54.5. Every single one of these games fits the same professional angle: controlled tempo, undervalued defenses, and public lines that drift too far from the mean. These are disciplined edges, not hype plays. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, we bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!